What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day over here on the channel. Today we are investigating side hustles. Today we're going to be checking out a riding lawnmower. I will give credit where credit's due. I was watching Tom's refurb last night and he made a video about flipping some riding lawnmowers and he made it look too easy. So I started cruising Facebook Marketplace, found the cheapest non-running riding lawnmower that I could find, and I'm going to pick it up right now. We'll talk numbers towards the end of the video, but I'm gonna go grab some cash out of this Wawa ATM, go cruise over to his house, try and figure out how to get it in the bed of this truck, and then hopefully the next clip I'll be pulling up to the shop trying to figure out how to get it out of the bed of the truck. Hopefully, I mean, we're gonna have some fun in this video regardless, but hopefully we can make some money on the back end. We'll see. Investigating side hustles, it's a new series that I want to start, and we're starting now, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, not quite at the shop yet, but first part of the mission was a success. We have acquired our riding lawnmower and got it in the back of the truck. Did it solo. Also, the guy that was selling it was an older guy. He said he had a bad back, so I had to figure it out myself. Just kind of lifted it up in the front, put those wheels on the front, got back around it, lifted up the back, pushed it in. It wasn't really that difficult of a task, but she's in here now. I'm gonna tell you the listing description. Basically, it said it's been sitting for 3 years and the battery went bad, so I don't even know if it works anymore. But he said, whenever I got there, he said you should be able to throw a new battery in it and be good to go. So that's what I'm hoping for. My biggest goal in today's video is to pull one of the jet skis down the road. I think I can put a trailer hitch ball right here in this receiver area. Maybe I'm gonna go into Walmart, grab a new battery and a hitch ball, and just hope for the best. Also, she needs a pressure wash pretty bad. I think we can make this thing look pretty good though. It's all just dust and junk and whatever, but whenever you hear how much I paid for it, I think you'll be pleased. I feel like I got a good deal. After watching all the videos last night, I think this is like the price point I needed to be at, but like I said, I'll get more into that later in the video. Ariens 17.5 horsepower. Don't know much about it other than that. See a 42 right here, probably 42-inch blade. I don't really know. I'm not a big lawnmower guy, but I am a hustler. It's bright and early, and we got some money maker in the back of the truck. So I tell you what, if it don't sell, I'm gonna be cutting grass to pay for this thing right here. But it is what it is. Let me go in Walmart and get a couple things. Okay, I just got out of Walmart. I got a new battery. I got some injector cleaner, and I got a ball. Spent 75 bucks, but then came out here and realized that you can't just put a ball back here. This is just a plate that you can mount a hitch receiver kit. And I was like, okay, no big deal. Let me look online, see who's got a kit around here. Northern Tool, not a chance. Tractor Supply Co., not a chance. Nowhere has anything in store. I'd have to order it, which I will order, but it sucks because I wanted it today. And it's crazy that they don't have anything in store at all, everywhere. Every single product for the hitch receiver mount kit thing is all online only. So that's a bummer. I thought for sure Tractor Supply Co. would have something, but regardless, I'll be able to take this back in and return it because all the kits online come with a ball. So I'll be able to get 1272 back. Fantastic. I figure it's worth mentioning, if you're new here, that the reason it bums me out when products aren't in store is because I film videos and post them every single day. So if something's not in store and I have to order it online, it pushes things back a day or 2 days. So it bums me out because it's not going to be a finished product at the end of the video. And honestly, the most exciting part of this to me was putting a hitch back there and yanking the jet ski around, or Skiff, just pulling something around on the mower. It's the reason that I'm getting it in the long run. Of course, I'm going to try and make some money on the back end, but I wanted to just be able to tow some stuff around the warehouse. And I'm not going to be able to do that until at least tomorrow. So it's a bummer, but it is what it is. At least today we'll save a little money. Whenever I put all the numbers up on the whiteboard at the end of the video, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. So it is what it is. Only the finest ethanol-free gas for you, girl. You deserve it. She ain't going nowhere. All right, back to the shop. Must be nice, brother, must be nice. Okay, just made it back to the shop, and now we're faced with the biggest task of today is getting this girl out of here. It shouldn't be too hard. I don't know, I'm gonna drop the back end and then maybe try to grab the front end with this cherry picker. Maybe. Dude, I wanted to pull these things around on this riding lawnmower so badly. Gotta wait till tomorrow or the next day. So stay tuned for that, dude. I'm gonna be drag racing these things down the street. But I guess let's not overthink it. Let's just jump right into it. I gotta psych myself up. It's also to be noted that I'm in the flops, so that's probably not the best idea. I don't know, dude, whenever I did it at his house, he had a little bit of a slope at the end of his driveway, so I kind of just backed into that, so it was less tall. I don't know, we'll see, man. She's heavy though. She's heavy, I can tell you that right now. Maybe I can. I don't know what to tell you. Oof. It's so funny because I said, let's not overthink it. I'm sitting here overthinking it. But I guess if you're looking to flip motors and you don't have a utility trailer yet or whatever, you're gonna have to muscle up. So, I mean, we got to see if it's possible. It's pretty easy to get it in there, but I made it easier. There's not any real way to make it easier over here. There's not real slopes anywhere, at least. So looks like we're gonna have to muscle it up, dude. I'm stalling. Can you tell? I'm stalling big time. I wish there was a better place to grab it, dude. But there's not. Trying not to ruin my surf pad, dude. All right. I don't want to grab the body. Just little by little. All right, made some progress. Let me grab the cherry picker and see if we can help ourselves out a little bit. I don't know. And then just drive the truck forward. A feeling though that whenever whenever I start to lift her up, she's probably, whenever I lift it up, it's gonna roll back maybe. So let me see if that's a good spot to, yeah. I mean, it might be a good spot to latch onto. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I probably won't be able to lower it down all the way. So I'm gonna grab a chain or a ratchet strap just to extend this a little bit. I see now the issue is that for this to kind of work, the cherry picker is underneath. So okay, let me see if I can move the truck now. Okay, so officially out of the truck. That's fantastic. Now I just have to figure out how to lower her down without just landing on the cherry picker. And I don't know, maybe I'll just lower it down a little bit and then just muscle it off. Because once it was level on the ground, it was pretty easy to lift up from that front end. Let's just go for it. Okay, lower it down just a hair. Oh, that's fantastic. I might be able to get away with this. Dude, she's barely under there. I don't want to break it. All right, maybe I can just rest it there for a second. That way I can get the ratchet off. Okay. Now I can maybe like curl it up and move it off. All right, there she is. Let's give her a pressure wash. I'll have to put that back down. Steering looks okay. The gas smelled pretty good in there. By the way, we got oil in there. It looks pretty good. Nice. Fuel filter right here. Looks pretty dirty in there, not gonna lie. Might have to yank that off and clean her out before we try and start it. Let me grab this. Let's give her a blow down before the pressure wash. This is really all I have to clean her up right now. I got some Dawn dish soap that probably put in some work, but I'm almost out of this too. Dang, nabbit. Hold on now. Give me a little juice, just a little something. just to fight the dirt a little bit. Come on. No. I thought I had way more. I do think I have some purple power though, so let me go grab that. I actually just found some barkeeper's friend on the shelf. So, I mean, better than nothing, I guess. Better than nothing. Dude, I'm going all out on this thing everywhere. I don't care. Let's get into it. Have this thing shining up after this. Oh yeah. Cleaned up nice. There we go. All right, let's throw a battery in her and see what happens. All right, a lot of corrosion over here. Let me grab something. I might as well mention also that I bought this riding mower in a very, very, very rich neighborhood. So I'm actually really optimistic that it is just the battery, but I'll be honest, dude, I was watching Tom's refurb and he was getting lucky with a couple, some of them didn't even need a battery. They just needed to clean the corrosion on the battery, but I went ahead and got a new battery. It said that for this particular riding mower, you could buy a battery between 200 and 300 cold cranking amps. I got a 275. So we'll see. First things first, we got to get this one out though. Negatives off. This one's the corroded one right here. This one's mighty corroded. I brought some sandpaper out here. Don't need too much, just clean it up a good bit. These terminals. All right, let's get this battery out. Bingo. Let me go grab the new one. Pretty dirty in there too. Probably should have washed that out. It is what it is. Okay, just got a Walmart battery. Let's throw her in there. Let's throw the positive back on. I think it was this one. Yeah. Bingo. All right. Take this thing off. Dry this up as much as I can. All right. Dude, cross your fingers for your boy that it really is just the battery. That'd be sweet, dude. All right. Now I'll just tighten these two things up and then maybe call it a day. That'd be sick, man. Positive, all good. Negative, all good. Let's even go ahead and cover that back up. All right. Sweet. It should be noted as well that I'll get $12 back whenever I turn in this core for this battery. So all of that will go on the whiteboard at the end of the video. But just because this is a side hustle hard type video, I'm being very, very, very calculated with every single dollar spent. So usually I don't really worry about 12 bucks, but in this case, that's going back to the store and we're recouping our $12 core charge. I forgot about the fuel filter also. There's so much gunk in there, dude. I don't have another one on me though. I should have gotten one. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, you know? But there's a ton of gunk in there. I don't know if you can take this top off or not. I'm gonna run it as is just because I don't have another filter. I'll pick one up from the store if this thing runs rough though. And obviously by tomorrow, I'll have everything. I'll have another fuel filter and my trailer hitch. So tomorrow will probably be the full evolution of this thing, but I'll just tie it into tomorrow's video. I won't make another riding mower video just for that. I mean, unless this thing doesn't fire up. But dude, I'm actually optimistic. I will say though, if for any reason this doesn't start, or if for any reason this thing was parked for a reason, let's say, I would say from what I've looked at so far, it's probably because of the fuel filter. That's a dirty fuel filter. There's a chance that it clogged up a line or whatever. All right, let's take a look at everything though. She's up there good. Ugh. Nice. Nice. Bingo. Neutral. 1. Everything seems to be pretty functional. Wheels turn. Let me see if that light turns on. I actually couldn't tell if the light could turn on or not. It's too bright, honestly. All right, dude, we're in neutral right now. Let's see what she'll do just off a crank. Nada. Nada. Hold on now, son. Why nada? Oh yeah, left your foot on the brake. Heard that. We got a little something out of her. Come on. She fired up for a second. I got real excited, but that could be an issue with the fuel filter though, you know? Let me try something. I was gonna hit it with starting fluid, but I'm just gonna. All right, before I do anything else, I'm gonna go to the hardware store and go buy another inline filter. I honestly just, that thing's probably so clogged. So let me go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, it's a few hours later and I have another receipt to add to the tally. I picked up a spark plug and an inline filter from O'Reilly's. And so, okay, I've dropped this spark plug probably 3 or 4 times already, so I don't even know if it's gonna work, but I'm going to swap out the spark plug over here. I'm going to swap out the inline fuel filter right here, and I took the air filter off because I'm gonna cram some starting fluid down there for the next start. We're gonna see what happens. This was only like 12 bucks for both of those things. I'm hoping it fires up. I'll do those things, then I'll catch back up with you when it's time to fire it up. I've actually never worked on a riding lawnmower ever before, but I mean, it's just a small engine. That's why I'm starting with the super basics before I really dig deep. I'm just hoping for the best. I'm trying to keep this as cheap as possible and easy as possible. There she is sitting over there. I got some starting fluid right over here. I'm gonna spray that down the pipe and just hope for the best one more time. I don't have much. I'm honestly hoping that that one pump is gonna do it, just for a little help. Yeah, there's really not much in there. That probably did nothing and it was probably pointless. I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that we fixed something with the little work that we did. But I mean, it ain't much, but it's honest work, brother. I see here he's using a little cable to keep the blade up. All right. Push this back down. Push this over here. Let's move her a little bit further away. I guess let's put the seat back on and see what she can do. I'm really hopeful right now, actually, really optimistic. All right. Here goes nothing. Brake down, neutral, everything good. This off. Hopefully that wasn't just starting off of the starting fluid. Little backfire, little kabloom. Let me try that starting fluid again. Let me see what's going on. If she fires up off the starting fluid, then I guess we'll know something. We'll know more than we do now. I'm completely out of starting fluid, but I do have some carb cleaner, some air intake cleaner. See if we can do something with this down the pipe. That was maybe quite a bit. See if she fires up now. Brother, she wants to run. She wants to run. Let's see. Dude, those backfires are crazy. It's like we got the Pop Rocks tune on there. Spray a little more down the hatch. We're having some fun now. I'll be honest, I don't particularly like sitting this close, like with my face just right here in a popping engine. I tried to throw it in gear. It almost caught it a little bit. Turn her back up a notch. Come on, son. Let me try a little more, man. Having fun now. I don't even know, you know? I don't even know how this ignition works. Like, do I turn this on and then, I don't even know, you know? I turned it off that time. I turned it to this. I don't know. That starter's getting a workout, let me tell you. All right, let me just give it a rest for a little bit and then try again in a few minutes. Let things cool down just a little bit. Boy, if that don't get us a little pop, I don't know what will. I might even just get ready to put her in gear. There ain't no way she doesn't fire up off of that one. I'm gonna figure it out. I really haven't looked into anything other than, I mean, I swapped out that fuel filter, but probably having some type of carb issue. Let me fill her up again. I feel like if we can just get her running long enough, she might stay running. But who knows? I almost want to just put some straight up gas down there. Let me try putting some gas in there. Using a little heat shrink as a straw. It's really all I have. A little something like that might get us going. I feel like we just need a little oomph just to keep it going. We'll see. Because usually with like an outboard, I'll sit there and just kind of crank the throttle a little bit, break some of those cobwebs up. But to be honest, I don't even know how to do that on here. So I might have to go down to the carb. Is there a carb? Dude, I'm new here, brother. Let's try and fire it up. Plug this back up. All right, so I mean, it's definitely, well, I don't know, because when I took this off, I was getting heavy fuel pressure out of there. It was squirting all over the place. So, I mean, got me thinking maybe some type of, see if I can see in there. Well, I mean, it just goes from there, from the tank straight here. Let me give this a couple whacks with something, a little screwdriver or something, I don't know, just to see if we can wake it up. Wake up. Wake up. Let's see. Is this the throttle right here? Maybe I can do something like that. I don't know. Let me put some more gas in here. See if we can fire it. It fired up really nice and healthy that last time with straight up gas going in down there. It was the healthiest fire up thus far. Maybe try and put a bunch in there. All right, she's loaded down pretty good with some gas. Close her up here, just in case it's time to rock and roll. So I guess what, I'll do a little something like that. Maybe, I don't know. And come back to you. This is just real world noggin thinking on the fly. Well, very annoyingly, I was going to take this off The first screw came out just fine, but the other screw on this back end, unfortunately, is super stripped back here. It was stripped before I touched it, so that's a bummer. I was just gonna take it apart, open it up, clean out sludge if there's any buildup in there, and then put it all back together. I'm seeing now how this mechanism works, so I might be able to get a little more throttle holding this open. I love learning new stuff like this. Very cool. Learning as I go on the fly, but this would just be hard to control while I'm up there. Obviously, if you put in the throttle, you'll get a little bit of a push right here, but let me see if you can see this. I can get it further. I can open it up more. So push that back down, and I'm gonna keep cracking away at this screw back here, because if I can get this off, I think that'll be the answer to all of our questions. But it'll just take some time. Took a little work, but I got it out. Yowzers. Dude, wow. Okay, glad I'm doing this. Let me clean this out, and then hopefully we can salvage this O-ring up here. I doubt, but hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. I'll probably have to order a kit for the long haul, but I think if we clean this up, we might be all right. It's pretty bad down there. I'm gonna clean out all these passages. This particular jet was so clogged, I sprayed a lot of carb cleaner. Now you can see daylight through there. So we're moving in the right direction. Sprayed everything down. I hate to reuse that O-ring, but do what you gotta do in the time being, I guess. I'm gonna put this back together and then check back in. I was out there and my neighbor walked up to me and he said, just small piece of advice on these small engines. Just spend the $30 on the carb rebuild kit. And I'm trying to keep this in budget, so I don't want to have to order anything and put more money into this. But we'll see if he's right, man. I just put everything back together. Even put the air filter back on. That's how confident I feel right now. Because, I mean, that was a smoking gun if I've ever seen one. That was a completely clogged jet. Everything in there was dirty, filthy, clogged. So I'm hoping for the best right now. Hoping we get a runner and we don't have to put any more money into this, other than the hitch. But I'm only going to get the hitch if she treats us right. I'll treat her right if she treats us right, all right? If for any reason this thing doesn't fire up and stay running, I will assume that the reason is I didn't put something back together correctly. That'll be my first go-to, I would say. So, I mean, here goes nothing, brother. I'm gonna put her in turtle just in case she fires up real nice. Don't want her scooting off on us. That's more than we had before. Tell you what. Come on now, son. Yes, sir. Dude, this is the most fun I've had in a long time. I'm about to fire it off the line, son. I'm getting I'm getting a good pop on like 2, dude. I'll put it in 3. Dude, I'm gonna fire off the line. I'm having a blast. I'm not very good at driving this thing just yet, to be honest. I've never driven one ever in my lifetime. It's been push mowers for the kid, but we learned a little bit about, I guess, riding lawnmower engines and whatever. Gonna sit here and have fun with ripping it around, get better at finding that sweet spot. When I was hopping off the line, I was just letting it jolt me, but I'm sure there's like a little sweet spot. And then just a second ago when I was coming in, it got me off guard a little bit, but it is what it is. Dude, like I said, it's all a learning experience. I'm just doing a little investigating around here. It's crazy because I used to run heavy machinery for this, what would you call, dirt moving company for years. Had a blast doing that. It feels good to be on some type of machinery again, but it's funny how it's like, it's humbling me quite a bit, how it was jolting me. I could have left that out, dude. I could have left that out, but I'm not. I keep it all in here. But dude, runs like a top now. Runs like a top. Dude, let's go for a rip down the road. She looks real good too. Obviously I need a new tire up here. That fuel filter's looking good. All right, let's get those wheels turned so we don't crash this thing. Neutral. That was fun. All right, let's go over to the whiteboard. Let's talk some numbers. This was everything from the other day. I've been enjoying this whiteboard. All right. I'm actually so stoked now. Didn't have to put any more money into it. I guess I need to see if she cuts, but to be honest, what I'm gonna be using it for, I ain't gonna be cutting. I'm just gonna be towing stuff, having a good time, having a silly goose time. All right, this is all ready. Let me grab a marker. Dang, she looks good. Wow. She looks a lot better than I thought she would. All right. Okay, let's go talk some numbers. The initial investment is where I feel like we're in a good spot. So, what do we want to call it? We'll just call it the mower for right now. Boom. Initial investment, $200. Bingo. What did we get? We had to get a new battery. Everything was 75 bucks at Walmart. A battery, fuel injector, like carb cleaner, whatever, fuel stabilizer, cleaner stuff. And the hitch ball, that was all 75. We got 12 back. So let's just say 63 bucks. 63. And then we had to get a fuel filter and a spark plug. That was $12. Was there anything else that I had to do? I don't think so, actually. We'll get 12 back from that core charge. So this is a positive $12. Kind of cancels out that 12. So, I mean, as long as I'm not, am I missing something? I don't think so. I think we're in it. $263. Let me, dude, I don't even know how much this thing is worth. I literally didn't look into it at all. I probably should have when investigating a side hustle, but I didn't look into it at all. So let me look into it real quick, and then I'll kind of look at the comps in the area and see how much we could probably sell this for. Probably. We'll be super chill about it. We don't have gold here. Okay, I did my research and I have a number for you that I think makes a lot of sense. And I found the exact same mower, weirdly with the exact same cable holding up the blade thing, the deck, whatever. The exact same cable holding it up, and it was listed at $595. I don't think this thing's worth $595. I think I would list it for $500. And I'd probably take $450. I guess. Does that sound about right? I mean, I'd have to put it through a lot more tests. I have to see if she cuts. She's running good right now, but I mean, who knows? I don't know. Might last a day, might last a week. That carb was really easy to clean out though, so I think she's all right. It was really dirty. Put a new battery in her. I think we should be all right. So let's just say conservatively, I sell it for $450 minus the $263 that we have in it. Let me put that in the calculator. Okay, I got our number. $187. Potential, let's say, potential profit. For a day's work, not really, a couple of hours, it really wasn't a lot of work at all. 187 bucks. I'll leave that up to you to decide if that's a good deal or not. I don't remember if I don't know how to turn the light on, honestly. The light maybe just doesn't work. But over here, $187 potential profit. I mean, I feel it'll be more useful for me to be able to tow things around, move them around, especially when I get bigger boats in here. I think it would be more worthwhile for me to keep it than it would be to sell it and profit 180 bucks, whatever. So, I mean, if you're a teenager though, you get you a little Ford Ranger, 187 bucks goes a long way. So, good side hustle for the younger generation for sure. And obviously, I didn't talk the guy down at all. He was actually a really cool guy. And I've been enjoying running into cool people lately on Facebook Marketplace. So I was like, dude, 200 bucks, no sweat off my back. Let's just shake on it, load it up in the truck, and let me get out of here. So you could definitely move this down, probably 50 bucks, get it for 150, and then your profit over here is what, like 32, 37 something. I don't know. My math is off right now. I've been sniffing carburetor cleaner. But I mean, 187 bucks. If you did that every day, I mean, get you a little nice little penny at the end of the week. But I will say this. These are my notes on my investigation. It's a very, very, very saturated market, I would say. I got really lucky in grabbing this mower on Facebook Marketplace because the guy was out of town at the time. And he said, you're the first guy to message me, so I'll just mark it as pending. I'll be back in a couple days and we can meet up. But when I got there, obviously he said he had 700 messages for it, which, I mean, rightfully so. After a little carb cleaning, new battery, and whatever, she turned out to be a nice runner. So it's worth it. I mean, I don't know. I also could be off on my evaluation of selling it for 500 bucks, 450, whatever. But I would just say you would have to be super, super competitive to make this a daily thing. But I mean, people do it all the time. I do it with boats and motors and stuff. So, I mean, it's doable. But I don't know. I'm just going to let the numbers speak for himself. $187 potential profit. What do you think? Let me know. Do you think it's a good side hustle? Like, for me, if we put the money in for my truck, my cherry picker that I had to use, some of the tools that I had to use, I don't know. But I mean, if you're like a teenager, you can probably use your dad's stuff or whatever stuff's in the garage. I mean, you can make it work. If you're ready to hustle, there's money to be made here. I'm probably going to keep tinkering with it, probably put a hitch on her, have some more fun with her. I want to pull one of these boats down the street so bad. I don't know why I want to do that. And then I'll probably list it maybe one day. I don't know. Maybe I'll park it over there and just leave it. Who knows? But I appreciate you guys for tagging along. I want to do more side hustle things. I want to investigate more. I enjoy a good hustle and I enjoy learning. I learned a lot with this and I have a long way to go learning. Boy couldn't even put it in gear. About fell backwards, but it is what it is. I keep the cringy around here so you know that it's all legit. I keep it real over here, man. I try to, at least. I'm here every day. Like I said, if you're new here, I'd love to have you back tomorrow. I'm here around the same time every day, just having a hoot, tinkering, doing boat stuff, outboard stuff. Now we're doing mower stuff, sea-doo stuff, skiff stuff, whatever, dude. You name it, dude. I'll be tinkering over here. If you ever get bored or if you ever just need a homie, I'll be here every day. So I appreciate you guys. If you made it to this point of the video, you're a legend for sure. Now I'm gonna go sit in the truck and edit this thing up and try and get it out before sundown. I appreciate you guys and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Also, if you're new here, this is my truck. This is like my truck. You know what I mean? Her name's Sunburn because she's got that peely skin like she had a fresh sunburn. But dude, I was considering getting another truck. And you know, if you ever consider getting another truck, your baby's just gonna go downhill. She's gonna teach you a lesson as to why you shouldn't take her for granted. And it's silly because I bought another truck. I had a F-150 all black. It ended up being really sweet, but I just didn't feel comfortable in it, dude. It wasn't my truck. This is my truck. Sunburn is my truck. My 03 Hemi is my truck. And I treated her nicely yesterday to some new beefy tires. Now that I had her back in my life, but she couldn't let me off that easy, dude. Overnight, she developed a very silly quirk just to let me know that I shouldn't have taken her for granted. And it's just a silly one. It's not going to leave you stranded anywhere. But look at this. Literally yelling at me. So I'm gonna have to get a new actuator or whatever. But dude, it is what it is. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't really take you for granted. I talked about you every day. Every day I would tell my wife, I just miss Sunburn, man. I just want to go back to Sunburn. It's the best running truck I've ever had, strongest truck I've ever had. Never left me stranded, and it's gotten me through some pickles, I would say. So I'll take it. She yelling at me a little bit, talking back. She's got a little attitude on her now, rightfully so. It is what it is, dude. I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Look at them beef cheeks back here. Look at them beef cheeks. That's a wide load right there, son. Big old beef back there. Yes, sir. That's a unit. That's the new shop unit, new Skiff puller. You just wait till I get that hitch contraption back here. We're gonna do a test. What's the most we can pull with this thing? I don't know. She looks so good though. She looks fantastic. Nice clean unit. I like the orange now. 187 bucks profit, potentially. What do you think?